Hey guys, Joeyg here with another cool product. This is the Estes PROTO X. Estes has been in the industry for a long time making rocket motors, but apparently they're making ready-to-fly micro quads. This is one of the smallest ones in the world, probably the smallest one on the market today. I've already taken it out of the box, and as you can see how big it is. And let me compare it to the motor on a Matrix. If I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, they're about the same size. So we do build quads big and small here, but just so you can see, this is an XT90 connector, and it's wider than the body of this thing. So that's how small this little quad is. I got pretty big hands, but to give you another cool idea of how small this thing is, and let me get the arm of the Matrix out of the way. I took a Futaba receiver box, and I have a brand new 6208 SB here, and I took the box from it, and this thing works beautiful for a case. Now I would put some foam in there, you know, line it with some foam or whatever, and it fits in there nicely, so it doesn't get knocked around too bad. Put a little foam in there and be good to go. This weighs in at, I believe, a little over 11 grams, which we're going to check that. If I can get this thing to work. Okay. And it's at 11.4 grams, so it's that small, guys. I've flown it. It flies really stable, and I got about 7 or 8 minutes out of it, believe it or not. Just hovering it around, and it's pretty sensitive on the controls. It's not really the sensitivity of the controls, but it's this little radio. And if I bring the radio in here, you can tell it's not that much bigger than the actual quad. This is the one downside I think about it. It does have your pitch and your roll. It doesn't have a yaw trim, and also a throttle trim it doesn't have. So these are your trims here on it. And also it does come with a little bag of spare props, which those are tiny, and a USB controller. Okay, so it does come with instructions that are in English, and it doesn't say anything about there being modes. These both these joysticks do click down, straight down this way, but they don't say anything about it being more than one mode or anything. It does have, as you can see, it's pretty much printed on a board. The board is the actual arms itself. And it does have an on-off switch. The battery is integrated. It's under this cover here, which I haven't taken the top off of this yet, but you can see the little battery in there. And it's an integrated design here with the switch right here. And it does have 4 LEDs, 2 in the front, 2 in the back for orientation, which that's a must-have when you're flying quads this size. One thing about this little controller, obviously it's really tough to, guys with big hands like me, you know, I'm all thumbs. I'm not a pinchy guy, I'm a thumb guy, so, you know, in this case, they're nice wide pads, but they're still, they're harder to, they're really sort of difficult to turn. You know, when you're used to a nice 8FG with nice gimbal sticks and that, this is really difficult to turn these, so it gets a little choppy at times. But what I'll do is I'll fire it up here and just hover it above the table so you guys can see it fly and what it looks like. And you can see it next to the landing gear of the Matrix. This thing is really just tiny. So we'll make sure the throttle's down, turn the transmitter on. Always want to turn your transmitter on first, guys. And we got power there. It's linked up. The light turned green, so we're good. And I can control it pretty good. It's got some snappy movements to it. I can keep it in view here. And you can see it's got blue lights in the front and red lights in the back. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty tough. I beat it around the house a little bit. I had the dogs going after it and that. And see, it's got 4 lights in the front there, and the 2 red in the back for orientation. Cool little toy. It's the Estes PROTO X. They run $40 to $50 depending on where you go. And just something neat, new to the hobby, and it's absolutely the smallest quad I've ever seen. So check it out, guys. If you guys have any questions about this or any other of my videos, just comment, and I'll be sure to get back to you.